Hey, welcome back to another edition of Avid Golfer Magazine's Fearless Fantasy Forecast. It's a DraftKings bit, and we've enjoyed it last week.
Another winner, baby.
We won one team, and if Keegan Bradley hadn't rinsed it on 13, I think we could have won some major bucks.
You had him on both teams. That was a really, really good pick and very foresightful.
Ooh, foresightful.
That's a word.
Not sure.
It is now.
But we'll go with it. All right, this week is the Wells Fargo Championship. Usually gets a pretty good field. 501 is the strength of field this week.
And I'll let you go first, but I'm gonna tell you.
No
remember
Jordan Spieth, though. Interesting.
Remember how strong I thought my Stone Cold lock was at the Zurich?
Yeah.
I had a stronger one this week. And the Zurich one,
Is it better than last week?
Came in. You watch.
Is it better than last week?
I wasn't like, why do you do that to me?
Because it was a slam. It was a death slam.
He was leading after the first day.
Yeah, I know. Well, it takes four.
But I'll throw you some stats that you'll say, wow, how can you not take this guy?
All right, then lead on, my friend.
You want me to?
Yes.
All right. I had two guys on both teams. One is $6,100. Give me Justin Suh. Okay, so let me hit you with some knowledge. Do you know since he's turned pro, he's only missed one cut?
Wow.
He's that
Why is he
under the radar
6,100?
because he got in on his last sponsor's exemption, and he needs a tie for eighth to get his temporary whatever, so he can keep getting more sponsors exemptions.
Yeah.
Like Zalatoris is doing. This guy makes cuts. It's
Okay.
amazing for 6,100. So I've got him on both teams.
All right.
He's a lock to make the cut this week. And let me give you my Stone Cold lock. Let me give you some stats from Justin Thomas last week.
Okay.
He was first in strokes gained off the tee.
Yep.
He was first in strokes gained from approach.
Yeah, where was he on putting?
He was first in strokes gained tee to green.
Where was he on putting?
He was 67th in strokes gained putting. Does a guy at his level not fix that in a week?
You'd hope so.
So I'm saying, if everything else is on all cylinders right now, how's this guy not win this tournament? He won here the 2017
Highest priced
PGA,
person, too, if I
and
believe.
he's the highest priced person. This guy wins. And I'm going to say this: there may be a couple guys who are hot, but there'll be a couple way, way, way further up the field than the rest of the guys. This is going to be like a rout.
A route, huh?
How about that? He wins by 3,
Okay.
at least.
Okay. All right.
How's that
Or
for a lock?
Or
A lock.
I love your big guarantees. We don't guarantee squat, but it sounds good.
Lock.
Okay. What else?
Oh, you want me to go my first team?
Yep.
All right, my first
Well,
team.
you said you had two guys on both. Oh, so you got Suh and you got Justin
Thomas.
Thomas. Okay,
Yeah.
go.
Do you
go
have
ahead
two on? You have two on?
I have three,
All right, give me those.
and none of them are yours. I have Will Zalatoris. His worst finish ever has been 42nd, and I think he's just tired. Took a week off. I'm riding that horse till he breaks. Cameron Tringali. 13th, 9th, and a 3rd. By the way, has the most money ever won on the PGA Tour without winning a tournament.
See that streak continue, right?
Yeah, but if he keeps
That's
on
right.
going in this
I
trend,
agree.
I'll take it.
I
And
agree.
I also took Stuart Sink. In his last three, 1st, 2nd, 19th. As soon as he's had his kid on the bag, he's been money.
He has too.
So those are my three
So I'm curious.
on both teams.
Did you Ian Poulter's got his kid on the bag this week? Did you sniff him?
Nah, I didn't sniff him. Did not. But those are my three on both teams.
Okay, let me give you my first team. I took Will Zalatoris. But
Or
if you
Rick.
look at my notes here, all I put down was Rick.
There you go.
Because I knew Rick would have him on both teams, and here you heard why. I took Tony Finau. One of the reasons I took Finau, the same reason what you said about Zalatoris, I think he just got tired.
I do too.
And he needed a break, and I think he's gotten it. So I like him on this team. I took Denny McCarthy. You know, he made his last 6 cuts, and he's still not putting great. So I'm just figuring that once he gets going, he's moved up a little bit, up north a little bit. So I think it's going to be a little bit faster greens for him. I think he'll figure that out. And I took Bronson Burgoon. The Aggie came off a 13th at Valspar. He looked really, really, really good, and I took him on that.
What was his cost?
$6,500.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. First team, along with Zalatoris, Tringali, and Sink. By the way, I did not take JT, did not take Rory, did not take Patrick Reed, did not take defending champ Max Homa. And I did not take Jason Day, who does pretty well out there. I just don't trust Jason Day. I
don't trust Jason Day, and how can you trust Rory right now?
I can't.
I mean, I'm going to say there's not going to be very many people taking him this week.
We'll be surprised.
Can you?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I took Sanjay M. because he just makes cuts. He's made every cut outside of the Masters. He's had no higher than a 29th,
and
meaning
remember,
no lower.
At the Masters, he had one big
yes, he did.
hole that I think that was it.
He's just money.
Yeah.
I took Lucas Glover. He's got 5 top 10s at Quail Hollow, and he's made 7 straight cuts. I took Harold Varner III. It's his home course.
Yes, it is.
And he came in second last week at Valspar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my other team. I took Tony Finau as well.
Okay.
I consternated back and forth. I wanted to take Keegan Bradley. I said, screw it. I'm taking Brian Harmon. He's a past champion there. In his last 3 tournaments, 3rd, 12th, and 13th.
Okay.
I like his game. He's a little bulldog,
yeah.
Literally and figuratively. And my value pick at $6,100, Michael Glick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like him. He's
29th last week at the Valspar, and I just, he's made some cuts. So.
Okay, so my last team.
Mm-hmm.
I had forever on this team 2 guys that I took off, and we always talk about never do that, but I did.
Yes.
I had
Justin Rose.
I had 3. No, and never again. I had Shane Lowry, who's quietly putting a nice year together at $8,200. I just couldn't do it. Then I also had Bubba Watson, who's quietly going through a pretty good year also. And I just and I had Francesco Molinari, who is $7,500.
As where he
came in second in 2017 here and has an up and down year this year, but he's moved to the States. He's taken a break. I think that taking the break's a big deal right now. I think they all got tired. They've been playing more than normal. But I didn't take any of those 3. I got rid of them and I went to this team. I took Sanjay M. Same reason why you did. I'm riding that horse like you was outdoors.
Sure.
I took Victor Hovland.
Ooh, good pick.
He's only missed the Players. It's the only cut he's missed.
Yep.
And if he plays well this week, he'll move into the top 10 in the world. And he's playing that well, right? I took Michael Thompson. He's made his last 4 cuts. He's playing well. I watch him swing. I don't understand how he makes cuts, but he is, and so I took him. And then my long shot. And I don't consider Justin Sudd $6,100 a long shot. This guy's making cuts, man. I think he's mispriced. I took Phil Mickelson. He's made every other cut this week. If you watch, it's every other cut. He missed the cut last week on the 18th hole. He missed an 8-footer. At $6,900,
all right.
It seems right. He knows Quail Hollow really, really, really well. I just have a hunch. All you need at $6,900, what do you need? You need a cut made, right?
I like it.
Okay.
I like it. Now here's the deal. So last week on the TeeBox on the ticket, 8 to 10 every Saturday morning, came out with some stats that the average value of the money winners so far this year is $8,200. Sam Burns dropped a little bit. He was only $7,900 last week. So stay in that kind of realm.
And that's why I had Lowry at $8,200. I had Bubba at $8,300. I'm not going with that stat. I'm going with the stat of who's playing the best.
All right, we got to cancel this. We got to cut this thing off because I think the building is coming down. I'm not sure. But there you go. There's your Fearless Fantasy Forecast. It's the Wells Fargo Championship. Please subscribe on our YouTube page on Avid Golfer. And again, we will make some more money for you if you follow our lead.